What's up, everybody? This is Scratch with the Xbox Ambassadors, and I've got another video here for you. This is actually going to be just a rehash of a video that I've already done. It's actually the second half of the first video. I did the overview. Check it out. Look at this video where I kind of explained about ReCore, and I did this dungeon. This is the Brood Dungeon, and I did the walkthrough in that unintentionally, and I happened to do a pretty good job with it. So I'm just going to cut that out and put it in a separate video so I can tag it properly and whatever and make it easier for people to find. But that's what this is going to be. You heard me mention the Xbox Ambassadors. This game was provided to me by them in exchange for my honest opinion and to make videos for you guys and content and things like that. So that's, of course, what I'm going to do. So shout out to Trombone for Hire, and here we go. We're going to look at the objectives. So right now I have complete the dungeon within the time limit, find the hidden yellow key, find and activate all of the 8 flying switches that are hidden in the dungeon, and complete all 3 objectives in one run for a special reward. Now I will tell you that when you're playing these, you're going to want to make sure that you just don't die. Because that can sort of like set you way back. If you die, like the amount of time to respawn and that sort of stuff, you're not going to make it, you know, for the time limit. So you get more than one shot at this. However, if you finish the dungeon, every time you come back into the dungeon, you get another shot at it. It's just on the particular run, you might have to start it over, you know, like if you were to die, you know, simply because you're not going to be able to complete all of the objectives at once and get that special reward for doing them all in one run. But if you do die, you can just kind of play through and get some of them. I take the time to explore, figure out where the flying switches are, figure out where the key is, you know, and that sort of thing. But those are the secondary objectives that you're going to find in dungeons, and this is where it kind of explains to you what you're going to need to do. So you guys probably want to see some gameplay, so I'll shut up and we'll get to it, I promise. All right. Here we go. So the first thing is I have this special. If I hold the RB button, I can shoot, and then that blows up and kills everybody. If I press the directional pad here, I can turn, you know, you can see I'm red now, and white, and red, and white. If I go to red, I can hit these switches. And then red is better for red enemies. And then, of course, when I get further in the game, I can also, you know, get yellow and blue and that sort of thing. So if I do the charge shot, it's good to really clear out the enemies because it creates like a little explosion. That's kind of like your grenade. I have this dash, and I also, I guess for my first tip, is I recommend using an Elite controller and mapping the buttons to the paddles so that you can dash. Because what I'm going to want to do here, I have an instant extract, but I'll get to those in a second. Instant extract means I can just shoot and I can pull the core out right away. So anytime you see instant extract, you're going to want to try to pull the core out. So let me kill some of these guys here. And I'll get him down a little bit. Okay, now it says, okay, my dog killed him. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Mac. Trying to show these guys this stuff. Okay, so what we do is we're gonna weaken them because we don't have instant extract. So we're gonna weaken them, and you want to keep moving, and you want to keep dashing, and avoid all of their attacks and that sort of thing until it says extract. Once it says extract, you want to click the right stick, and then you're in this tug of war. If it's red, you don't want to pull back on it, but all you do is just pull down. If it's red, you don't want to keep holding it. You want to let off it and pull back because it'll snap and you'll fail. But that's essentially how it works, and there's a lot going on I'm trying to explain. Instant extract, as soon as I just click, it pulls it right out, and they explode like a grenade, and then damage nearby enemies. So I'm going to break the shield. I'm going to get to the extract. I'm going to click, and then, pull back on it, and it works. So the lower they are in health, the easier it is to kind of go into that tug of war mode. I know it was difficult for me to kind of play and tell you. So basically, you're going to click the thumbstick to grab a hold of it with your extractor, and then you're just going to pull back on the you're just going to pull back or down, you know, pull down on the right thumbstick, and when it turns red, you want to let go of it and then start pulling it again, and just kind of think of like a heave-ho sort of like tug-of-war situation. And that's what we're after. So if I don't quit talking and don't hurry up, we're not going to make it to the end here. Here's another switch. I guess I already got that one. Oh yeah, I have 2 of 8 switches. There's another switch. Ooh, and I forgot a switch out here. So I have 4 switches right here in the beginning. Maybe I'll just do this as a walkthrough, maybe. So then right here, I want to get ready for these guys. You can see that gets my combo up pretty good. And I try to dash a lot because you're gonna want to dash because it makes you go quicker. You can dash once, and then if you jump, you can dash again. So you get 2 dashes and 2 dashes and 2 jumps. But you can jump twice in a row, but you can't dash twice in a row in the air. So I'll explain that in just a second. When we get here. That's down the road a little bit, so we're just gonna take out these guys here, get another switch. Now I have to shoot that switch with the red in order for it to count. But here we go. Let's get down here, and then we're gonna have our first like kind of like puzzle area. But I'm gonna get out here and instant extract, you can see killed everybody there. So because it's kind of like I said, like a grenade. So it's red, so I let go, and then I just hold it down until I rip that core out, and I killed that one. And then this one I'm just gonna destroy. I'm not gonna extract it because you'll see that it collects. I can collect parts from them because I'll need those parts too, like those. I just got worn magnets or whatever. So I'm gonna need to kind of like, that's a good tip also. You want to kind of like, 50-50 or kind of split it between which ones you extract cores from and which ones you're going to just destroy completely and get materials from. So this switch right here is going to allow me to get to the next part right here. These ones are a little tricky, but we're gonna give in the dash jump. Which is going to show you like dash, jump, jump, dash. This was another Steineken trick that he explained on Twitter, I noticed. So dash, jump, jump, dash is going to get you across some huge gaps. I'm probably not going to make it here. Yes, I do. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to dash, jump, jump, dash, and you can see how far I can get here. We go like this, dash, jump, jump, dash, dash, jump, jump, dash. Okay. And then right there's my yellow key. I almost lost it there. Okay, so there's my yellow key, and I'm still kind of strapped for time here. But there is my other switch, so I have 6 switches. And then we need to make our way down here. Trying to hurry. I'm probably not going to make it in the 2 minutes, but so when I do this one, see that dash, jump, jump, dash is killer. Okay, so there's my other switch. These guys are going to come over here, and I'm going to shoot them like that. They explode and kill me, which is really difficult. This is where I died actually when I was doing it. And then my last switch I think is on this side. Right there. So I have 8 of 8 switches, and then I need to hurry. I have 1 minute and 38 seconds to do this. So for this guy, I'm going to want to hit him with charge shots. Just because he's kind of a pain. And we'll just shoot quickly. I think I got it. Come on, did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, so I finished, and I think I finished in the time limit. This is all in one shot, so that was really awesome. So I got that one, which I already got, and these are for completing each objective. Opens these, and then because I did it in the time limit and got all the objectives, I opened this middle one, which I've actually never gotten before. So let's see what's in it. That's pretty cool. I got a blueprint for an iron tusk and a head. So that's kind of cool. Must be pretty valuable. And then I got something else in here for collecting all of the switches.
This ought to be good.
And I got a blueprint. Okay, cool. And now these other two are similar type stuff, blueprints or whatever, but because I've already got them on a previous run, it's just material. So you can see the difference. Now if I play this again, I can run through this again, except if I did the exact same run again, they all would be material. Instead of having those blueprints and things like that. So then I can come down here and I get more materials, just like so. There was a prismatic core that was in here that I got in my first time through. And then I'm just gonna select all this stuff while I'm in here. So this is basically just like the treasure room at the end of the dungeon. And then once we're all done, we can go through here and we can return to the entrance. So if I wanted to, I could restart the dungeon, like if I died or whatever, like I was talking to, or I could just exit to the overworld, which I'll just do that because I'm already far enough. Okay, so I exited to the overworld and I'm here and I can just kind of make my way out, and then if I want to check the map, I can kind of see where I'm at, and if I wanted to, I believe I can fast travel. I can press Y to return to the crawler from here without fast traveling, so I'm just going to press Y and return to the crawler, so I'll say yes. Okay, and so we're back in the crawler, and as you can see, the inventory that I picked up from the dungeon run is now being transferred over into... Wow, I've got 910 yellow. That's amazing. Is being transferred over into my inventory, and then I can jump back over here to the workbench, and I can go through and I can research blueprints that I found if I have enough materials, and do all that stuff. I'm actually going to go through here and go to the Core Fusion and upgrade Mac a little bit. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to answer it. I am going to be streaming this game over on beam.pro/SCRTCH. That's my new Beam channel that I kicked off not too long ago. And there will be a link to that in the description if you want to check it out. And if you're not sure what an ambassador is or what I was even talking about when I first started, I also have a link down in the description for that as well. So be sure to check them out and join us. That would be super cool if you did that. But I'll have links to all that stuff so you can find out how to become an ambassador yourself. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, please leave one down below. I do appreciate you watching these videos. And hopefully they help you out, and I will see you next time. Thanks.